Euroleague Playoffs are here. 3 massive Game 1s on the slate tonight. Fenerbahce and Zalgiris, Olympiacos and Monaco, and Valencia taking on Panathinaikos. Let's get into it. Alright, let's kick things off with Fenerbahce hosting Zalgiris Kaunas in the quarterfinal opener. This one is a 9 out of 10 confidence play for me. Fener at home in the playoffs is about as close to a sure thing as you're going to find in European basketball. Here's why. Fenerbahce has home court advantage, they're the favorites, and playoff basketball brings out a whole different level of motivation for the host side. Zalgiris is going to be dealing with travel fatigue and a real motivation gap when they step into that hostile environment. Now, on the Fenerbahce side, keep your eyes on Biberovic. He's a wing scorer who spaces the floor, drains big threes, and completely changes the geometry of Fenerbahce's offense. When he's hot, Zalgiris has no answer. And then you've got Baldwin. This is your late clock guy, your pressure scorer. When possessions get tight in a playoff game, Fenerbahce is going to feed him the ball and let him create. For Zalgiris, they're not coming in without weapons. Sylvain Francisco is a fast, downhill guard who can control tempo if you let him, and if Zalgiris has any chance tonight, it runs through him. Moses Wright gives them a legitimate interior threat with his athleticism and rim pressure, so watch how Fener's front court responds to that. But the bottom line is, Fenerbahce's system, their pace control, and their home crowd are going to limit those Zalgiris threats when it counts most. The prediction here is Fenerbahce covering the spread, and the sweet spot for value is a Fener win in the 11 to 15 point range. Next up, Olympiacos at home against Monaco, and this might be the most one-sided home court situation in the entire playoff bracket. This is another 9 out of 10 confidence call, with an estimated 75% probability of Olympiacos winning this game. Olympiacos in the playoffs at home is just a different animal. Their home record in knockout basketball is dominant, their recent form is excellent, and Monaco is walking into one of the toughest atmospheres in Europe. The player you need to watch for Olympiacos is Sasha Vezenkov. He's their focal point, a big who can punish mismatches, attack the offensive glass, and drag Monaco's entire defense into uncomfortable situations. When Vezenkov is rolling, it opens everything else up. And that everything else includes Tyler Dorsey, a perimeter scorer and shot creator who gives Olympiacos a reliable second option when Monaco loads up on Vezenkov. That 1-2 punch on offense is going to be a real problem for Monaco tonight. On the Monaco side, this team lives and dies with Mike James. He's a high-usage shot-making maestro who takes over in late clock situations. Expect Monaco to run everything through him when things get tight. Elie Okobo gives them a secondary option at guard with some burst and the ability to break defenses down. But here's the issue. Monaco's road stats in the playoffs just don't stack up against what Olympiacos does at home. The tip is Olympiacos straight up, covering the spread in a controlled, disciplined performance. The Piraeus crowd is going to be electric, and Olympiacos is going to use every bit of that energy. And finally, Valencia hosting Panathinaikos. This one is the closest of the 3 on paper, but I still like the home side. 8 out of 10 confidence, and the play here is Valencia winning by a narrow margin. We're talking 1 to 5 points. This one could go down to the wire, so the handicap is where the value lives. The numbers tell a clear story. The market has Valencia ahead, home advantage is real, and the handicap lines reflect just how tight this game figures to be. Now, the player I'm most locked in on tonight is Montero. This guy is a human highlight reel. He scored 22 points and dished out 7 assists in a recent win over this same Panathinaikos team. He pushes the pace, gets to the rim, and creates shots for himself and everyone else. If Valencia gets into a fast, open game, Montero is going to feast. Chris Jones is your backcourt steadiness. He controls the half court, makes smart decisions, and delivers in clutch moments. He's the veteran presence Valencia needs when the game gets serious late. For Panathinaikos, Kendrick Nunn is the guy that scares me most. He's one of their star guards, and when he gets hot in isolation situations, he can single-handedly flip a playoff game. If Panathinaikos is going to pull the upset, it's probably going to run through Nunn having one of those nights. But I expect Valencia to keep this game in check at home. Solid defense, controlled pace, and just enough offense to protect the lead. It's close, it's tight, but the value edge is on Valencia in a nail-biter. That's your full Tuesday EuroLeague playoff breakdown. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for daily content, and drop your predictions in the comments. See you in the next one.